There has to be a secret war against black women in the workplace. Because every black woman I know is either can't get a job, can't get an interview, or is dealing with a hot ass mess of an environment. It's like the workplace went completely hostile against black women. Like they were waiting for this moment, waiting to do this to us.
Why has the work environment become so hostile towards Black women? Let's talk about it. Hi, I'm Dr. A. I'm a licensed psychologist and certified clinical trauma professional focused on helping Black women navigate trauma using science backed strategies and a whole lot of love. Now, this response might be unpopular, but the work environment being hostile towards Black women ain't new. What I do think is new for some is our awareness of this hostility, the impact of it on our mental and physical health, and our willingness to speak about what we're noticing. It is mind bending to know that you have jumped through every hoop you were told you needed to just to find yourself still on the short end of the stick when it comes to being part of the workforce, which is another reason why it was really problematic that so many Black women were moved into DEI or JEDI or whatever acronym your institution was choosing to use, that we were moved into those positions without foresight, especially because Black women had the foresight on day one. I'm telling you, they didn't really love that I got this job. They not going to love me excelling in this position. So what's the proactive plan of protection? And many leaders dismissed the very sound guidance they hired that woman to provide. Oh, don't worry about it, they said. We'll figure it out when the time comes. But that was a complex misstep. Just like housing so many of those types of positions within HR departments exclusively was a complex misstep and evidence of ignorance. When organizations jumped on the DEI is sexy bandwagon, they started hiring Black women with the underlying thought that it would support the optics that they were aiming for, but without actually investing in an organizational culture shift. I mean, it makes sense that if organizational leaders don't really want to change their culture, they want us out of their environments. So now you're talking about being punished for doing the job you were hired to do and doing it well, which means that punishment is really an indicator of the stage of change of that organization's leadership. When I work with students, I like to tell them that problems have clear solutions. So if there's no clear solution, it's not a problem, it's a circumstance to be managed. I would say the same thing here. Black women didn't create an inequitable labor force that is hostile from the time you're training to be a part of it to the time you retire from it. So, no, it's not our problem to solve. And since I don't know too many Black women who have the option of not working, here are 5 things I would encourage you to do as you manage this circumstance. Check in with yourself, weigh your options, know your rights, know the policy, and document everything. The ways to prioritize our health and well being over a system that punishes us for doing our jobs will look different for everyone. I invite you to send this video to a Black woman who needs to hear that. Put it down. You have enough for today.